The 2019 Ford Fiesta ST. Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas. In this video, we're going to cover all the standard as well as optional equipment on that Fiesta ST. So it's going to be a very thorough video. We'll cover all the standard equipment first, going around the outside and talk about the inside. And then we're going to talk about some different packages that are available as well as standalone options. So this is your complete guide if you're looking for information on the 2019 Ford Fiesta ST. Now before I talk about the front, I do want to talk about safety. I always like to talk about safety in all these videos. A lot of people kind of go over, kind of pass over that and don't talk about it. I like to talk about the safety equipment. First, let's talk about the airbags. We want to make sure you're very protected in this. So in the Ford Fiesta ST, you're going to have the dual stage front airbags. You can deploy a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. It does have sensors on those seats, so it knows how close the driver and front passenger are, as well as it does have a belt minder, knows when your seatbelt's on, and reminds you with those chimes in there, so it's going to have that as well as seatbelt pretensioners. Also, you're going to have side impact airbags. It's going to protect the driver and front passenger from those side collisions, as well as a safety canopy airbag that's going to come down, deploy on the side of the vehicle if you have a rollover or something like that. Also, you get driver knee airbag as well, because that when you do have that front collision, that engine will get dropped down. It does help protect it, especially with that steering wheel up there for the driver for any front collision. Also, here in the back, you do have that latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children, where they can securely fasten those car seats and booster seats back into those outbound seats there in the back seats, as well as you do have the child safety lock, so you can lock those doors out so they're not able to open the doors when you're going down the road. So some great airbags and safety system for everyone in the vehicle. Also, this does have advanced track with electronic stability control, and the whole goal on that is to kind of help that stability and help you keep you on your intended path. So if you go into that curve a little too fast, or maybe on a slick driving road, that advanced track will help you hopefully keep you on your intended path using a series of brakes around the vehicle. Also, this is going to have your EPAS system, the electronic power assist steering, and what that's going to benefit is when you're going a little bit faster, it's going to stiffen up that steering, so that way you're not able to kind of go off the road too easily or have that wind blow you from side to side. But then when you're going a little bit slower in parking lots and things like that, it's a lot easier for that steering wheel and the wheel to turn, making it a little bit easier that way. Also, this is going to have the 911 assist, so you can Bluetooth your phone in. If you do get in an accident, you're off the road or something like that, you can call 911 directly instead of providing or using a third-party service like OnStar or something like that. So some great ways to really keep you protected in all your Fiestas. In fact, all your Ford vehicles have a lot of these components already within them, but I like to make sure we're covered on that, so you know you're going to be really protected in this Ford Fiesta ST. Now, all your Fiesta STs are made by the Ford Performance team. So if you've ever went to a dealership or maybe even looked on their website and you looked at their window sticker, you're going to notice the window sticker is going to be orange with that Ford Performance. So you know it's something special. It's built by the Ford Performance team. So not only is it going to look a little bit different than your other vehicles, but it's also going to perform different as well. So this in here will have that Sport Tune suspension, that ST suspension. So you're going to have a great racing kind of inspired drive there. It is only going to be available in your hatchback like you're seeing with this particular vehicle here, as well as only available in your 6-speed manual transmission. So you're going to want to basically be driving this because you want to drive it to get some great performance out of it. Also, the only way you can get the ST is with that 1.6 liter EcoBoost engine that will deliver 197 horsepower, 202 pound-feet of torque, which is quite a bit for a little compact hatchback like this. So great performance out of that, and of course this is the only way you can get this. Now the ST line is going to give you some look of the ST, but not of the performance, and it will not have that Sport Tune suspension. Now let's talk about the front look up here. Oh, for fuel economy, if you're worried about that, lots of people get the ST, do not worry about fuel economy, but according to the guide, it's going to say 25 miles per gallon in the city and about 32 miles per gallon on the highway. Really depends on how you drive the vehicle. So now let's look at the styling up here on the front. This does have a specific grille that is designed for the ST and ST line. So that high gloss kind of black finish here on the upper grille with the ST badging there. And the lower part, that front fascia as well as the lower grille, is going to be specific to the ST. So very great looking front fascia up here with those halogen fog lights up there too. Let's talk about these headlights. They are a quad beam headlight, so twin chamber there. They are the halogen reflector headlights. They're automatic, which means when you have it in an auto setting, they're going to want automatically when it gets dark, turn off when it gets light. And they are wiper activated as well. So if you have to turn your wipers on because it's raining even during the daytime, those headlights will come on as well. So a great look to the front of the vehicle, and of course you're getting the ST because of the performance as well. Now as we move around to the side, you're going to see the standard wheel is the 17-inch gray painted aluminum wheel. It's a nice 5-spoke wheel. That is of course the standard wheel. There's an optional wheel we're going to talk about when we get to optional equipment. The mirror caps is a body colored mirror cap. Turn signal indicator on the outside so people know that you're wanting to turn. Nice safety feature there. You do have your dual power mirrors with the integrated blind spot mirror, and that's an angled mirror so you can see the vehicles in your blind spot a little bit better. For your door handles, body color door handles on this. You do get intelligent access for those front doors, so you just have that key fob in your pocket. You just walk up, put your hands in the door handle, it's going to unlock the vehicle if it's not. When you get out, you just press that knob and it's going to lock it up for you. And then when you get inside, you don't have to get the keys out to start it either. Body color lower rocker molding down there underneath the doors, kind of a nice look to it, but also gives it that sport look as well. And then to kind of finish off the side, don't forget easy fuel capless filler door. Standard equipment on about every vehicle. Don't have a cap to worry about losing, leaving behind, getting your hands dirty. Just put the nozzle in there, fill it up, and then shut it when you're done. There are instructions there, so if you do run out of gas, you need to use a gas can. Instead that you have, you'll want to make sure you use the funnel that's located in the rear hatchback. Now as I move to the back, you can see a couple different look back here that gives it that ST sport look to it. One of them is this rear spoiler. So you do have this really high ST inspired rear spoiler with the more of that Euro style look to it, with the center high mounted stoplight up here high. So great look to it, and some aerodynamics as well. You do have your rear defrost with rear wiper back here. You do have your halogen tail lights back here as well. And then on the liftgate itself, you're going to see your ST badging and your Fiesta on the right side with the rear view camera that comes underneath that Ford emblem back here. And the lower part of that bumper you're going to see is a different look than you see on the other Fiestas. It is going to be that rear fascia back here that has that body colored extension with the black molded and diffuser under here, and you're going to see that dual exhaust under there too, that nice chrome tip dual exhaust. Let's go ahead and open up this liftgate so you can see inside. So in here, you're going to see this shelf that actually, with these strings, will come up with the lift gate here, but it does, when you have it shut, kind of protects it so people can't see the different belongings. So it kind of gives you kind of a shelf back there as well. You can take these off the string if you need to as well. They kind of just latch on up here on the lift gate. Back here, we always put our floor mats in the back so they don't get dirty. You do have floor mats for not only the footwells for the front seats, but also the footwells for the back seats too. And then in here, you do see a shelf that sits up here and gives you kind of more of a flat load level in here. Having it up there also gives you some room underneath to store some things if you want to kind of keep them protected as well. So you can just pull this handle and get into it back here. You can also see in there, it is the spare tire. So a 15-inch steel spare tire in here. So if you get a flat, you know you don't have to worry about a tire inflator kit or anything like that, like you do on the Mustangs. You have a Mustang with a performance pack. You have to have a tire and inflator kit instead of a spare tire to keep it lighter, but on the ST you're going to have that spare tire in there. And then also the 60/40 split bench seat, you can lay that seat down. You can do it from the going through the doors if you want to. If you want to make it a little bit easier on you and you want to do it from back here, you can lay the shelf down. Just push that lever up there, make sure the headrest is down, and then you can just push it down. And you can kind of see you kind of have a more of an elevated, so if you have something a little bit longer in there, you can put it in there, but you're not going to get a flat load level in there with that seat because of the seat cushion in the front or in the rear seat back there. So real nice little configuration. Of course, you're getting an ST, probably not for storage, but more for fun, but there are some functionality back here as well. Now moving to the interior, standard equipment is going to be the charcoal black with the reverse stitching seats here. So this is going to be the only color interior. It's standard equipment as your option. We're going to talk about optional equipment with the different seating, but you will still have the charcoal black environment like you're seeing on this particular vehicle. Also on these seats, you'll notice that ST inspired. The front seats do get the ST etching on those, the embroidering on those backrests, as well as I love the seat inserts for all the seats, the driver or the front seats as well as the back seats back here. Now the driver does get a 6-way manual, which means it does have a forward and back as well as a recline, and it does have a height adjustment that allows you to go up and down for that seat there too. And then the passenger seat's going to be a 4-way, so forward and back as well as a position for your recline for that seat. Back seat, seats 3 back there, as you can see. Behind the console you do get a power point as well as 1 cup holder back there. Now here on the door you do have your power windows as well as your power mirror switches, and this power windows does have a one-touch for the driver's window only, so you can just press it instead of having to hold it down. It'll come down automatically when you press it down far enough. The steering wheel, leather wrapped steering wheel. It does have the ST etching on there as well, so nice look to it. It does have the tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so you just pull that lever under there. It's going to go up and down, forward and back, so it can fit a different size drivers that way. Also in this, you're going to have your cruise control on the right side of the steering wheel, and then on the left side of the steering wheel you're going to have your Bluetooth controls as well as some audio controls over there to be able to control that. Now look at this productivity screen here. You can see looks real nice. I love the red lighting on those. It does go up to 160 miles per hour on the speedometer, and your tach is there too, especially very useful with the 6-speed manual transmission. To the right of the steering column is going to be your push button start, so it's kind of positioned back there. Some people have a tendency to not be able to see that, so you can see it if you kind of look through the steering wheel a little bit easier, and you can start it as well. And then also your climate control, electronic auto climate control, so everybody has the same climate in the vehicle, but you can control the temperature that's coming out at. And then you do have rear heat ducts underneath these seats for those in the back seat, but not for the AC ducts, just for the heat there. A couple buttons underneath the climate control. You have your electronic stability control. You can shut that off, especially if you're doing some sport driving. You might want to shut that off. And then that other button over there to the right is your ambient lighting. So the ambient lighting lights up your cup holders, your footwells, and you can change the colors just by pressing the button here. So that's where that's going to be located if you're looking for ambient lighting. That's where you'd see that. Also, a couple things as before we move on, I do want to point out that they're ST inspired. One of them is the foot pedals. So you do have the aluminum foot pedals, as you can see down here, for your gas, brake, and your clutch there. And then also when you're getting in the vehicle, I didn't mention it earlier, I don't want to forget about it, is those door sill plates. Those aluminum door sill plates with the red accent that have the ST in there. And you're going to see that on the doors on the front seat. So the driver and front passenger will see that when they're getting in the vehicle. Now let's talk about this audio control here. You do have a Sony audio sound system with 8 speakers, HD radio capable. It does have a CD player as well as Sirius XM satellite radio. We'll also have with the Sync 3 the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So with this 6.5-inch screen here, you're going to be able to control your audio as well as your entertainment through there, and then you're going to see your backup camera coming to view through there as well. And we'll talk about optional navigation when we get to optional equipment in just a little bit. Up here on the mirror, you do have a day-night mirror, so you can flip that down if someone's come up behind you with those bright lights. And then on this overhead console up here, you do have the controls for your lights right up here too. And then we'll talk about the moonroof here in just a little bit for optional equipment. We do have a power point down here just underneath the shifter knob here, which does have a nice shifter knob with the red lettering and numbers on your manual, your shifter knob there. And then of course let's talk about this console for a second, because it does have the Android, Apple, and Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay, and you're going to find the USB ports for that positioned in here. So when you plug your phone in, that's when you get access to the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay on your Sync 3 screen. And I've played with that a lot. It's a real great smooth system, especially for your navigation and your audio if you want to play that through there. And there is a spot for cords to come through so they don't get pinched from the console. So you can still have that console down, have those cords plugged in coming through here, and be able to have access to the Android Auto or Apple CarPlay there. So some great standard equipment, but let's get into some different optional equipment, some other ways you can customize your Ford Fiesta ST. Now, one of the packages I want to talk about next is the ST Recaro package. A very popular package. If you're looking for those Recaro seats, you definitely want to order this package. You're going to get those Recaro style seats with the partial leather insert. So you can get this in 2 different color interiors. You can get it in that, I think it's called the Smoke Storm interior, which is going to be more of the gray inserts. So hopefully you get a good clip of what that looks like off of Ford's website, as well as you have that molten orange interior trim. So you got a lot of people like that color as well. So you're going to see that on those inserts too. So also with that package, you're going to get heated front seats, and you're going to get the heated mirrors to go along with it. So it's kind of almost a climate package as well. Because of the leather seats, you get those heated front seats and the heated mirrors. But also with that, not only is the driver's seat going to be the 6-way manual now, the passenger seat will go to a six-way manual as well. So it'll have the same adjustments as the driver's seat that's standard equipment on it. So this is a great popular package to get. This package is not available in this color of exterior though. That's the only color it's not available. It is still available in the other 3 colors. Now we're going to talk about standalone options, and first we'll talk about some of the most popular. One of them is that navigation. Voice activated navigation will go in there. There will be a button now on that 6.5-inch touchscreen for the pinch to zoom capabilities for that navigation to come with the Sirius XM Traffic and TravelLink as well for the 5-year subscription for that. A little bit longer than your Sirius XM, which is 6 months. So you're going to have that as well. And one thing I didn't mention earlier is this does have power locks, and I always forget to mention that. It is actually positioned there by on your Sony audio sound system, so that's where you're going to see your power lock is right there on the dash. Also, moonroof. This vehicle does have your moonroof. You get the power moonroof with the manual sunshade, just like you're seeing here. It's going to have the privacy glass on the top. So in case you want to have that open, you know, and it's really, the sun's really glaring, that way kind of give that privacy glass on that glass roof as well. You can also get an optional wheel. We talked about this being the standard wheel earlier. You can get a 17-inch black painted aluminum wheel as well. And with that one, you're going to get the red brake calipers to go along with that. So real sharp look. The black wheel with those red calipers just looks gorgeous on this vehicle. And the last standalone option I want to talk about is your engine block heater. Small thing, but if you're in a state that's really cold a lot of time, you keep your vehicle outside and you're not able to have access to a garage, engine block heater might be something you might want to add to your vehicle from the factory. That way you can plug that in, keeping it, make it a little bit easier for you to warm it up in the wintertime. So those are your optional equipment. I do want to talk about some accessories next. Now before we talk about accessories, there is one other option that I forgot to mention, and that's your front tag bracket. And the reason I forgot to mention that is because we order it on most of our vehicles, and in states where it requires a front tag, it is actually standard equipment on those states, and optional in the states that only require the rear tag, so like Kansas here. So it is optional equipment. It is a no-charge option, but that is going to be available for those states that only have the one tag required. Now let's talk about accessories. There's really only one accessory package that is available for your Fiesta from the factory, and that's going to be your ST protection package. So that really protects the vehicle. A couple things you get is a rear bumper cover. So if you're pulling things in, dropping them tend to drop things on the bumper, you might want to get this because it does put a protector on the top of that bumper to protect it. Also, you get premium floor liners. The all-weather mats is what we like to call them here. It's going to protect the footwells in the front as well as the rear seat. You'll still get the carpeted seats, but they'll also give you those premium floor liners as well. And then you get a cargo cover with this package. So it's going to, you can put that over the vehicle, protect it, especially in the wintertime if you don't drive it a lot in the wintertime. Or maybe just want to protect it from, you know, birds or whatever if you keep it outside again, that kind of thing. But cargo cover kind of really goes along with that, and it's a great way to really protect it. Now, this is a package that's going to be shipped ahead of time to the dealership. The dealership will put it on, but it is something you'll order from the factory. Now, a couple other things is standard equipment on all of your Fiesta STs, and one of them is your warranties. A 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty with a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty and roadside assistance. Another thing you get, a lot of people maybe not realize, is you get a day at the ST Octane Academy. So when you purchase an ST, you get a 1-day driving experience at the Ford Performance Racing Track. So it's a really cool experience for you. You get a lot of great benefits from that, but it really teaches you how to drive your Fiesta ST. So you have on-track driving trainer that rides with you, as well as you have a timed course on their Octane X course, and a bunch of other things. I'll have those features pulled up on the screen so you can see those, but something that's really great. It's a great way for Ford Performance to really help you out, especially a lot of people that do purchase a Fiesta ST. It's probably the first time getting a performance vehicle, and they want to make sure they give that instruction for them and help them out. So a great experience. I think you'll really enjoy that, and it's another nice perk when you purchase a Fiesta ST. Now do check out our inventory on our website at McArthur.com. There on each one of our vehicles, you can check for availability, schedule a test drive, you can see pictures as well as a 360-degree view on each one of our vehicles. It's an outside as well as an inside perspective on each one. And do also check out while you're there on our website our great internet pricing. So we do price all of our vehicles at a low internet price, including rebates based on our zip code. So if you're outside of our area, you may want to give us a call or send us a text message at 785-378-5031, or you can call us toll free 1-800-874-6316. That way we can check the rebates for your zip code and make sure they're the same as ours. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. Again, that's the complete guide on the 2019 Ford Fiesta ST. If you're watching this on YouTube, we have a special offer exclusive to you, and that's going to be free shipping on any one of our vehicles, especially this ST, to your door for free. And so that's a great way to, if you want to looking to buy a great performance vehicle like this, you want to get a great internet price and buy it from a dealership that knows their product and to make sure they order it correctly for you. Just give us a call or send us a text message, 785-378-5031, or toll free 1-800-874-6316. We do require that you finance a vehicle with us because the shipping isn't free to us, but we don't want to incur that cost onto you. So if you finance a vehicle, our lenders do give us a kickback on some of that financing, and that will cover most of the cost of the shipping for us to be able to ship it right to you. So it's something that we just like to provide for people that live outside of our area that like to do business with us. That's just something we like to do here. First time watching one of our videos, hit that red subscribe button down there. That way you can get subscribed to our YouTube channel and get some great Ford, Lincoln, and off-road product videos. So you're going to really enjoy some of these complete guides that we like to do, as well as some different packages that we customize here at McArthur. And we are a Roush dealership too. So if you like performance vehicles, you might check out some of the things we have on our YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get notified the next time we have another video uploaded to our YouTube channel. And if you really like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Let other people know it's a great video they need to watch. I'd appreciate it. It helps out the video as well as our channel. And if you'd like to, don't forget to hit those comments down below. We love getting that feedback from you. Let us know how we can make these videos better for you. This is all about providing information for our YouTube viewers and for the community out there looking for vehicles. We just want to make sure we provide the best videos we can. So we love getting your feedback. Maybe you have some things you'd like to say to Ford on these videos. We know that some of our Ford reps have been watching some of these videos. Definitely put those comments down below so they can get that feedback and we can get that feedback back to them. So really appreciate that and any comments you have down there. Also, if you want, you can follow me on YouTube or Twitter. I'm at Tim Bartz on both of those social media platforms. So you can, if you want to follow me there. I do retweet all of our videos. So if you don't want to hit that bell notification on our videos and you just want to check out my Twitter feed, you can do that. You can also hit the notifications on there and make sure you get notified every time we have another video. I can tweet that out for you as well as some of the other things going on here at the dealership here at McArthur. So again, thanks for watching the video. Hope you really enjoyed it. Until the next one, we'll see you later.